I worked my way up to driver, and I figured that solid aluminum might be better protection than sitting on top of the APC. But that didn't quite work out that way. But first 3 months we were there, we were doing guard duty on the main bridge in Saigon. And so it was easy duty. And from there, we started working back north. And we started getting into different things because we'd set up out in the middle of nowhere where nobody had been set up. So that's what that was about. We kept expecting to get hit in December. It didn't happen. So come January, everybody was gearing up for Tet because it was January 31st. February the 1st is when Tet is when they did it in 68, and we were expecting it to happen in 69 on the same dates. So we were kind of back and forth. We were mainly running convoys. And February the 22nd, we were in base camp on stand down and updating our equipment and everything else. And we were reactionary force to the perimeter. And we heard mortars and we heard satchels going off. So we all went out, got in our APCs, and I was driving again that night. And they told us to go. The last orders we heard was go to the airstrip on the low road. So when we turned onto the airstrip on the low road, by that time our radio had already gone out. So we didn't have the right orders. But that's where they sent us first. And no sooner than I turned on to the road, I saw Charlie stand up to the right with a rocket-propelled grenade. And I said, this isn't going to end well, is what I said to myself. And sure enough, he put it through the fuel tank. And it killed the engine in about 30 seconds. And I said, it's time to get the hell out of here. And when I came out of the driver's hatch and got back a little bit before I jumped off, I got hit with a bullet in the upper left chest. And I had my flak jacket on. And it went through it on the front side, and it went through it on the back side because it was so close, the bullet was, wherever he got me from. And the other two guys that were on the left side, the driver's side, they tried to drag me out, and I had a sucking chest wound, so it was bothering me way too much. I had no energy. And I just had to lay in a ditch and leave it at that. And I stayed out there for about 5.5 hours, just playing dead at times because I had nothing with me but a few grenades when I first got out of the APC. They finally got to me between 5:30 and 6 o'clock the next morning. And they asked me how long I'd been there, and I told them. And they said, oh, my God. And they said, where's Adamark and Canterbury? I said, unfortunately, they're in Charlie's Tunnel, which is the next ditch over. That was Charlie's Tunnel where it came into the base, to the airstrip. And I watched them die in hand-to-hand combat with 2 machetes, is all I know. I said, this is hurting. This is hurting. I couldn't take it anymore, so I just, I had to go with it, and that was it. But they got me to the hospital there at Dầu Tiếng. We didn't have a doctor there that could operate on me. So they ended up flying me to Vung Tau, which was on the coast. I'd never heard of it. And that's where it turned out to be the in-country R&R center. But I was well in a little over a month. I didn't have any breathing problems or nothing. My lung went right back up after surgery. And the doctor said, you've been helping us around here by giving respiratory therapy to all the other guys that need it. And I said, okay, that's fine. I said, I'll help you. It gives me something to do because I can't lay in bed all day. And the doctor said, well, we're going to find plenty of work for you here. And he said, if you don't mind working in a hospital setting, I said, I'll do what I have to do.